What is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. On this video I'm gonna show you how to remove and install a new timing chain on this 2016 Jeep Compass. So what I usually do is, before I remove the timing chain on any vehicle, I set it on time. But on this case, this engine was locked, so I just started removing everything. So I started by removing the tensioners. We have 10 millimeters holding the tensioners and the guides. Now in here, because the engine was locked, it was very easy to get loose that bolt. But if yours is not, so you're gonna have to find a way to lock that sprocket. That way you can break that bolt loose. Okay, now with the chains out of the way, now we're able to remove the oil pump. I believe it's a 12 or a 13 millimeters. So you can go ahead and remove all of the bolts, and you're gonna have to hold it with the last bolt. That way it doesn't hit the ground. I mean, it's not that heavy. I mean, you can manage with one hand. And to put it back, you're gonna have to do the same thing. You're gonna have to hold it. You can start one or two bolts, just like I did, and then you can let it go, and then you can do the rest. And then you can just go ahead and tie it, and you should be good to go. Okay, guys, so it is a 12 millimeters for those 4 bolts. So this is the old chain, and here we have the new chain. I always like to compare it side by side. We have the guides. This is for the oil chain, just this one here, and then we have the guides for the main timing chain. This is the chain. This is the timing chain. We have tensioner. We have the sprocket. We have another guide. We have another tensioner. Okay, so as you see on the new chain, we have different color links, which 2 of these will be for the top, for the cam, and 1 is going to be for the crankshaft. Same on the old chain. 1 is for the crank, and the other one is for the oil pump sprocket, which this one doesn't come with the oil pump sprocket, but that's okay. We are going to use the old one. So I like to check all the points, all the teeth, count all the teeth, make sure that they're the same size. So if you want to count them, I always count them anyway. The inner for the oil pump is 27, and the outer for the timing chain, it's 38. Okay, so the inner one is for the oil chain, and the outer small one is for the timing chain. Okay, so first we're gonna start with the oil chain. And remember, this one didn't came with new sprocket, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the new one. That doesn't matter. If you want to go ahead and use the old sprocket from the crankshaft, you can. You know, sometimes I don't like them, and I go ahead and use the old one. In this case, I'm gonna use the new one, and I'm gonna make sure that the chain is the same as the old one. Okay, so for the oil chain, I have 36 links on the old one and 36 on the new one, and they're about the same size, so we're good to go. Now, to get that little sprocket, you're gonna have to remove it. That way you can install that chain. Okay, so what I do before I put them, I like to put some lube on it. In this case, I have some Lucas lube assembly that I had, but you can use any type of lube assembly. So right now I'm just gonna put the bolt on there. I'm not gonna tie it just yet. I'm gonna start with the left guide. Just started the bolts by hand. Now I'm gonna move to the right and put the tensioner on there, and after that we can go ahead and tie it with the impact drill. Okay, so on the timing chain we have 90 links, and we have 3 different color links, so 2 for the top and 1 for the bottom. Okay, so like I said, I always like to put assembly lube, so I'm going to start with the camshaft, then I'm going to go ahead and put some on the chain. Let's go ahead and put the chain on there. Now you might have to move them, either or maybe both of them. Like if this one is on the dot, this one's not the dot. It's right over here and the link is right here, so we might have to move this one a little bit this way and maybe this one, or maybe we can move this one a little bit this way, so we might have to move both of them so we can get them. So remember, this line, they have to align, so this one we have to move this one. Yeah, so we have to move both of them so they can align. Okay, now this is why you should always set it on time before you remove it. Now, like I said, in this case, the engine was locked, so I was gonna disassemble the head and the cam and everything. But let's say that you don't have to disassemble the whole thing, and let's say that one of the pistons is up, and if you keep turning, the valves are going to hit the piston and it might not turn, or if you turn it hard enough you can bend the valves, so you're going to damage your engine. Is going to cost more work, so always set it on time before you remove it, that way you don't have any issues. Okay, I have the 2 lines facing each other, and I have the dot with the link, and then the dot with the link. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on the bottom. We have to align the link with the dot. Let's go ahead and put the guides and the tensioner. Okay, so I'm going to start with the left side, because most of the slack is on the left side and we have some tension on the right side. So what I do, I put this guide and then I move the cam to the right so we can have some slack here and add some tension on this side, which is the tensioner side. Okay, this side of the chain is done. Make sure that stays on the mark. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to move both of the cams this way so I can have more slack on this side. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move it this way. You gotta be careful because the chain might jump. Okay, I think I have enough space to put the other guide. We're gonna make sure that the mark stays with the dot. We're gonna go ahead and tie those 3 bolts, and we're gonna move the cam to the right. That way we have enough space to put the tensioner. I'm gonna make sure that the marks don't move. Okay, now let's go ahead and put the tensioner. Okay, before I release the tension on those tensioners, I'm gonna make sure that I have all of the marks aligned on top, and then here at the bottom along with the oil pump. And then I'm gonna make sure that all of the bolts from the guides and tensioners are tightened. Now we're gonna check one more time. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put the harmonic balancer along with the bolt, so I can go ahead and turn it. So I can go ahead and turn the engine a few times. So we gotta make sure that it has to turn without issues. You have to turn the engine a few times, a few revolutions. So you have to understand that your links are not gonna align with the marks anymore, but you'll have to get these 2 marks together, and what you can do is put a screwdriver. That way you know that piston 1 is atop that center. Everything should be good. So let's go ahead and rotate the engine a few times. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to rotate the engine a few times. I have the harmonic balancer with the bolt, and I have the 20, I think it's 22. Okay guys, so as you see, I'm rotating the engine a few times. Everything's good. But that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and you can ask me. Hopefully I can answer that for you. But that's pretty much it guys. There you have it. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next video.